Have you ever been outside at night when it's pitch black, gaze up into the sky, and see something that you can't explain without sounding like a psychopath? Or hear some strange noise in a field, but never see what made the noise? Ever been straight up abducted by aliens because they think you're the smartest being on Earth because you talked about pyramids once? Well, welcome, tiny agent of S.U.I.T. You have been recruited to help solve the mystery of crop circles, sheep, and an old abandoned bomb shelter guarded by a scarecrow with bad eyesight. Agents of S.U.I.T. is a spin-off of John Patrick Green's Investigators, where we follow other agents from S.U.I.T. on their secret missions and terrifying puns. In the first spin-off book, we follow Cilantro, a nude chameleon with the ability to camouflage with anything, but has trouble blending in with her fellow agents. She doesn't always follow the rules of S.U.I.T., mainly not wearing her vest because it impedes her ability to disguise herself by being naked. So, she gets sent to the other department with Inspector Vague and gets assigned a mission with Monocle. That's literally it. She gets a mission to go into a cornfield, living up to the name Vague. So they set out, and the mystery slowly unravels itself as Cilantro digs deeper into what goes on at the old S.U.I.T. base in the middle of a cornfield. Oi, oi, oi. The plot sounds a bit corny, but the mystery is surely there. And I don't really have high expectations going into this. This book was also written by Christopher Hastings and Pat Lewis, who have worked on other projects before teaming up with John. But I know that when multiple people work on the same book, creative differences can disrupt the flow of the story. And before reading, I was hoping that they had a good understanding on what they wanted out of this. That being said, my initial thoughts were that Cilantro would be going on a mission in a cornfield, where mysterious events were being reported, such as disappearing sheep, and that she would find that aliens were behind all the happenings. But amidst the investigation, she discovers that she is in the middle of an alien base, and the sheep are aliens in disguise with a more sinister plan. Maybe a little dark take, but by God, I'm sticking to it, so let's read for sheep's sake.
Read a book, get us smart.
Okay, I will say, I'm pleasantly surprised and pleased with how the story went. I'll avoid spoilers if you haven't read it yet, but I'm not here to spoil, I'm here to review, so get ready because I'm going to abduct your little brains for a minute. If you're new here, this is how I do the reviews. Listen up. I base my ratings off 4 main things. Number 1, was the theme or lesson clear? Number 2, was the plot easy to follow? Number 3, was the story immersive? And number 4, did I enjoy the overall experience? I don't know, let's find out.
Was the theme or the lesson clear?
The theme stands out from the very first chapter, when Cilantro can't catch a bad guy because she refuses to listen to Dad and wear her gosh dang vest. It becomes clear throughout the book that this is a constant predicament for Cilantro. On one hand, she has an ability that would make her a perfect spy for S.U.I.T., the ability to camouflage herself and basically become invisible. On the other hand, to be a S.U.I.T. agent, it's required for her to wear the vest on all missions in order to complete her missions. For her to become a spy, which is what she's always wanted, she needs to forget about the one ability that makes her special and follow the rules of the establishment. Aside from the main conflict, it's the inner conflict with herself that becomes the overarching theme throughout the book. Does she abide by the rules of S.U.I.T. to fulfill her dream of becoming a spy? Or does she try to be herself and use the ability that makes her unique? And this theme of acceptance and being yourself is all throughout the book.
Was the plot easy to follow? Tell me!
The plot was like a bowl of vanilla ice cream. It was simple, not too complex, yet so sweet and satisfying. The plot is mainly focused on Cilantro through the entire book. From the very beginning, you understand her conflict, and then you get the vague mission that she has to go out and solve. But even as vague as it was, they did a good job on keeping you up with the story and unraveling the mystery as Cilantro got deeper and deeper into it. There were just enough characters introduced to not overcomplicate the plot, and they had just enough screen time to interact, get you interested, but not overshadow the main character. There were a few points where the reader isn't following Cilantro, but those points are usually quick and have a bigger overall meaning toward the main plot anyway. It never gets too complicated to where you don't know what's going on anymore, and they do a good job on staying on track. Was the story immersive? I wouldn't say it was. I like the decision of making a spin-off starring Cilantro, because to me, she has a very complex personality and she's very relatable, aside from the fact that she's a chameleon. I can't relate to that. But as interesting as Cilantro is, I feel that her personality alone wasn't enough to drag me into the story. Mango and Brash work so well because they are a duo of different personalities with the same end goal in mind. They discover different things and think in different ways in order to figure out the mystery. Cilantro didn't really have anyone to bounce off of throughout her mystery. She had her own inner conflicts and her own wit to figure it all out. She had sort of a mentor in Monocle to bounce ideas off of, but Monocle didn't have enough of an impact in the solving of the mystery. Aside from that, the mystery itself has sort of a haunting theme about aliens. I know this is a kid's book, but the idea of the unknown slimy creatures in the sky is a bit terrifying, and yet I never felt that aspect of the mystery was explored. I never had a sense of fear or dread, which would have really added to the experience.
Did I enjoy the overall experience?
Like I said before, when more than one creator comes together to work on a piece, it can get quite difficult to get a clear story across to the reader. I feel like the three of these fellas knocked it out of the park. I really enjoyed reading about this character and following her adventure and seeing her struggle and find her own answers. It was very relatable and a great message with a lot of fun jokes thrown in along the way. I especially enjoyed the ending. It makes me want more and makes me excited to see what else is on the way.
Okay, quick and easy, straight to the point. What's the rating, you boring old bald horse?
Hey, drum roll. I gotta think of a better drum roll. That's it. That's the drum roll. I rate Agents of S.U.I.T 7.5 alien abductions out of 10 crop circles. That's not a bad rating. 7.5 is not saying I didn't like it. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was written very well, and it was fun to explore a little bit more of this universe. Spin-off series are, it's really hard to do. And I think they did a really good job with this. This book could definitely be its own standalone series, but I don't think it's as good as its predecessor. It was exciting, it was fun, but there was something missing. But I feel they're on the right track to making something great. So don't put this book off just yet. I would give it a read, for sure. This book was great. They did a great job with it, and I really enjoyed it. So good job, guys. You guys did a really good job. I can't wait for the next one. And the next one's coming out soon. I don't know when. I don't think they put a date. But anyway, if you want to get this book for yourself, there's going to be a link in the description below, and you can order it for yourself and you can read it. Also, Investigators All Tied Up is coming out in like less than a month. If you want to pre-order it, you can click another link down in the description. Go click it, pre-order it. It's going to be awesome. I know it. Make sure you give these guys all the support you can give them. These guys are great. I love their books. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think. Just give me your thoughts down in the comments. Go ahead. Go tell me I'm a big, bald, stupid doofus. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Go say John Green's a better writer than you, you washed up wacko. Okay, I love you. Subscribe and leave a like, and we'll see you next time. Okay. Love you. Bye.